Okay, so here we go for today's Pilates session, where we are going to be working through flexibility and mobility on the lower part of your body. So if you're feeling a little stiff, a little tight around the hips and the legs, then today's session is all about just giving you greater mobility, releasing all the tension that's built up around the hips and in the leg area, and just get yourself being able to move freely with a little restrictions so you can move with greater range of motion through your legs. So we shall begin on our mats with our legs hip width apart, arms by the side, and just gradually increasing that mobility through the legs as we go. So as you're standing with your feet about hip width apart and pressed into the floor with your arms by the side, you're just going to release a little bit of tension around the shoulder area by taking the shoulders and rolling them back. And just taking in some deep breaths. So you can just clear your head for the moment. Allow the body to relax. Allow yourself to refocus. And take an inhale through the nose. And take an exhale through the mouth. Going to roll the shoulders forwards. And as the focus will be on the lower body, we're going to now just take our feet. So we're going to just raise one heel off the floor, just balance there on the ball of that foot with your other foot nice and flat. And then we're going to change. So bring one foot down, raise one foot up. And then we're just going to gradually speed it up. So we're just going to have a nice flow going between feet and just preparing and stimulating the muscles through the legs by working through the feet first of all. So we're just going to start to work from one side to the other. Keeping a soft bend in those knees. As you can start to feel the calf muscles through the back of the legs there, just starting to wake up. Now, as you're working through the heels of your feet, you may find it useful to place your hands on the hips. You want to keep the pelvis nice and strong. Try not to wobble from side to side. So just placing on those hands around the hip area will just allow yourself to focus on maintaining a nice strong pelvis. So after we've done that a little bit longer, you're going to start to feel the legs warming up. Knees will start to be prepared, hips are mobile as well. And then we're going to bring those feet back down nice and flat. And then we're going to prepare to roll down towards the floor. So as we tuck the head down, bring the chin down into the chest, draw the shoulders forward, soft bend in those knees, draw the belly button in. We're going to roll slowly down towards our feet. And you don't have to go all the way down. You just roll to a level that is comfortable for you. Take a pause, breathe in, and then we're going to exhale, and then we're going to roll our way back up. Breathe in through the nose, come down again, and roll once more. Either roll to the same position or roll a little bit further. And then take an inhale as you pause, and then take an exhale. And let's come up. Then we're just going to move it and change it very slightly. We're going to start to work through the hips a little bit now. So as you roll down, as you come down just to where you were before, you want to keep a soft bend in those knees. And then as you make your way down, you're just going to raise the head. As you raise the head, you're going to need to push the hips back. Push the hips back will help to straighten the back. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. As you bend the knees, your back will be straight, your head will be up, and then we're going to return to that position. So tuck the head down, draw the shoulders forward, roll the head, and from there, return and come back up. And we're going to go down again and do the same thing. So we're going to roll back down. We're either going to roll all the way to the mat or roll to a level that's comfortable for us to hold. And then we're going to start to Bend the knees a little bit more. Push the hips and raise the head. Really important that you bend the knees. So pushing the hips back will allow you to straighten the back. And this is going to help improve the flexibility and mobility through the hips. And we're then ready to drop the head, extend the legs, drop, and then roll back out to help improve the flexibility through the back of the legs. And we're going to repeat that again. So let's roll down. Pause when you're ready. And then breathe out and change. And let's go one last time. So let's roll back down. Pause when you're ready. Exhale and change. And breathe out and roll back up. And then for the next one, we're going to come down all the way down, planting our hands on the mat. So roll all the way down. Let's take our hands down. You need to bend the knees as much as you can. That's fine. Let's plant those hands flat. Bend the knees as much as you need to and drop the head there between the shoulders. And then just lift one heel up and then change. And switch. Now, if you wish to, you can bring your hands up a little bit further forward. That will help you to be able to straighten the legs a little bit more. Hold, we just keep working. And then just once more. And then we're going to bring the hands back to our feet. And then we're ready. And we're going to roll back up. We're going to come back down in that position and go again. And drop down. Going to bring those hands down. Once again, you can just place your hands in front of your feet. If you want to make it slightly a little bit easier, just bring the hands further forward. Maybe 2 or 3 steps out in front. Head between the shoulders. Lift one heel up. And then breathe out and change. So as you bring the heel down, you're going to feel the legs straighten. You're going to feel the back of the legs getting longer. And you're going to feel the stretch through the hamstrings, through the calves. And we're almost there. So one more time each leg. Then come back. And then return. Shoulders may be getting a little tired. So we're going to head down onto the mat in a moment, onto our front. So let's go one last time down towards the floor, roll all the way down, and then let's make our way forward, planting those hands in front. And then we are going to bring the right leg back and the left leg forward, and we're going to come down to the mat. Hands in front, right leg extended, the left leg is forward. And from there, just opening the hips a little wider and hold that position. And we're going to keep the right hand on the floor. We're then ready to take the left arm and turn. As we turn, we're going to bring the left arm up, nice and high, as far as the shoulders will allow you to go. And then we're going to bring that arm down. Then we're dropping the left leg to the floor, bringing the arms down in front and just dropping forward into that leg. And just sink all the way down. Then as you bring your hands back, we're going to change legs. So from there, let's just come back and then return from box and make your way to that downward dog position where the left leg will stay back, the right leg will come forward, and from there we're ready to bring those hands in front and hold from the left leg nice and long behind. So from here we're going to keep the left hand down, you're going to open up through that right arm and high and reach. Come back down, and then once your hands reach the mat, we're ready to drop the right leg down, arms in front, and head down between the shoulders. And then we're going to get ready to change. We're going to go back to both legs again. So both legs once more. Let's return back. Make your way to a box first of all, then we're going to go into that downward dog. So from here, we're ready to change, and we're then ready to bring the left leg forward, and from there, hands in front, dropping that right leg nice and long, opening up the hips, and then we're ready to drop. First of all, keep the right arm down, and we bring the left arm wide and open, the shoulder, and return, bring the arm down. Then we shall drop the leg, head down towards the mat, arms down, head down, and release. And then change. That's ready to change back to the other side. So let's go from box. Let's go to that downward dog. And then we're ready with the right leg. We come forward. And we drop the left leg down. Keep the left hand down on the floor. We open up through that right side. And reach. And then we're ready to bring the right arm back. Drop the right leg down, bring the arms in front, drop down into that right leg, and just release as you hold. And from there, we return back into box. Now, as we come into box, it's going to drop into our cat position from here. So let's sink the head down, tilt the pelvis, roll the back, and lift the lower back, drawing the belly button up into cat. Breathing out, change to cow. And roll and extend. And then just going to open up the hips a little bit more now. So you straighten the back in your box position from there. We're going to drop the left hip out to the side. So as we drop the left hip, we're going to bring the hip as far down as we wish to go. And just come down and drop the hip down towards the floor. Then when we come up, we're going to drop the right hip down as far as you wish to go. Drop, come back up. Exhale, change. So breathe in, and as you prepare, breathe out on the drop. We'll go once more, each way. And then when you come up, just take the strain off the shoulders and the arms now by just dropping to child's pose. And then slowly making your way back up. So from your box position, just to roll into cat once again. And cow. And then straightening up. And box, let's lift to that downward dog. From downward dog, we hold. And with our feet, let's take one heel down, raise the other heel up. Breathe out, change. Alternating between legs. And then just bring your hands in a little closer. Let's raise both heels together. Bring both heels down. Both heels up. Both heels down. One last time. Heels up. Heels down. Let's bring those hands back. And then we are ready to roll back up. Then as you stand, just drop the shoulders, drop the arms by the side. Soft bend in those knees from there. I'm going to take the legs a little wider now. So if we go shoulder width, so your feet are basically in line with your shoulders, we're going to go a little bit wider. So now the feet will go just outside. Outside the hip area and slightly wider than shoulder apart. So your feet should be just pointing the outside of your feet, want to be outside the shoulders. So we've got nice and wide from here. And we're going to turn our right foot about 45 degrees out to one side. We're going to bend that knee. The left leg is going to stay straight. Take the right hand to the thigh. And take your left arm and extend. Now just watching that left hand, you're going to breathe out and you're going to slide this right hand down the leg as far as you wish to go. The left side, the left leg stays still, the left leg stays straight. You've got the hips starting to open up on that left side as you slide down. And then you're going to slide up. Now we're going to stay in position and go again. Going to inhale, breathe out, come down. And slowly return. As you return, come up, draw the navel into the spine, keep that core engaged. We'll go one last time. Let's exhale down. And return. Now we're going to get ready to change. So relax the arms. And then bring your feet, still shoulder width apart, slightly wider. And then turn that right foot back so they're facing forward. Then we're going to change. The left foot will now go out 45 degrees. The left hand will go to the thigh. The knee will be bent. The right leg will be straight. The right arm will come up. And then we're going to exhale and slide that left hand down. And then return. And breathe in. Exhale, come down. And return up. Let's go one last time from here to finish things off. And exhale. So from there, relax the arms, bring the legs back in, hip width apart. And then once standing, just drop the shoulders forward, drop the head, and roll down towards the mat, soft bending those knees and down. And pause. And breathe out and come up. And then as we stand, we're just going to shake off the arms, shake off your legs, whereby now, hopefully, the lower part of your body is feeling much more flexible, much more mobile, a bit more energy brought into the body, ready to carry on the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me for today's Pilates session for the lower body flexibility. Take care of yourselves. I will see you very soon. Until then, stay in good health and take care.